I'm Kristen Jezik, and if you're new here, I talk about everything self-care so that you can live a self-care life. If you are looking to take better care of yourself, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications every time I post a new video. This week, we are going to be talking about self-care habits to build into your everyday life for happiness. Everyone wants to feel happy from their self-care routine. I think everybody wants to feel happy in general. Well, what can we do in taking care of ourselves that's going to boost those happiness hormones, that's going to boost our happiness in ourselves and boost our happiness in our experience? Can I say boost another time? I won't. So the first thing we're going to cover is your gut health. Getting your gut health and your microbiome in order and getting your digestive working can lead to an improved mood, because it's estimated that 90% of our serotonin, which is our feel-good hormone, actually originates in our digestive system. So if we have an issue in our digestive system, we're not making that feel-good hormone. That's 90% of that is being produced right in your gut. And there's a reason that people call your gut your second brain. There's a lot of connections between your gut health and your neurological health, your brain health. And if one is out of order, it works with the other one and kind of messes with the other one. There's a study I'm going to quote from Johns Hopkins that says a higher than normal percentage of people with IBS and functional bowel problems develop depression and anxiety. That just goes to show you what a strong connection there is between our gut health and our neurological health. So if you're having digestive issues, definitely seek out a doctor or make a few changes in your diet or whatever you can do to get that in order. My personal routine, which might not work for you, again, consult a health professional if you're going to make any changes to yourself. But what works for me in getting my digestive system in order is every morning I start with a glass of lemon juice and water and probiotics. I actually take soil-based organism probiotics. They're called SBO probiotics, and digestive enzymes. I eat a mostly plant-based diet, so that ends up being very high fiber, and I limit a lot of artificial sweeteners that can also wreak havoc on your gut health. That's what works for me. Again, if you're gonna make any other changes, be sure to consult a professional, figure out what's working. There's lots of doctors that can kind of clue into how your digestion is working. So that's the first thing, that getting that in order and building a healthy habit around your digestion is going to help improve your mood. The second thing I want to talk to you guys about is questioning your thoughts and turning them around. If you have seen my other videos, you know that I love the work of Byron Katie. I love questioning my thoughts. It is wildly different how I act, think, behave, live, and feel when I'm living out of thoughts in the past or thoughts in the future that I haven't questioned, and just night and day difference when I'm living out of those turnarounds. And if you want to know more information, I'm going to link both videos where I talk about that below. And you can always reach out to me via DM on Instagram if you want to know more or if you want to do the work together. I would love to chat with you there. The third thing I want to talk about is balancing your reproductive hormones. If you're a woman and you're of reproductive age and having a menstrual cycle, whether it's regular or not, you might notice some changes in mood, disposition, just based on how your hormones are feeling and how you're feeling. Elisa Vitti is the founder of FLO Living, and she wrote In the Flow, which is her newest book about balancing your hormones naturally through foods and different ways you work and live your life, and I cannot recommend it enough. When I am not following these guidelines, I have huge shifts in depending on what time of month it is, but with following the guidelines, my mood is very balanced. There's much more joy, there's much more happiness, and it's an ease working within that cycle. So if your hormones are out of whack, that can be a huge reason why you might be suffering with mood issues or irritability or not feeling that happiness and that joy you're looking to feel. So again, her name is Elisa Vitti with FLO Living, or In the Flow is her book. I will link her information below if you want to know more. The fourth thing I want to talk about is loving yourself and others exactly where you and they are at. Love is just a wonderful, wonderful feeling. It releases oxytocin, that other feel-good hormone, where we just feel bonded to the person and we're just feeling all these delicious feelings. And if you're not loving yourself through every step of your life, you're missing out on that. So I have another video that talks about dating yourself, which I'll link here in the description if you want to check that out and figure out how to love yourself a little more. But also loving other people can be a really powerful self-care tool. You notice that feeling when you're not in a good place with someone, and thinking about them or having an argument with them or being around them can just make you feel so tight and tense and unhappy inside. Working on those relationships, loving people where they're at, can just do wonders for your immune system, your health, your happiness. And it has nothing to do with the other person. Loving other people is one of the greatest forms of self-care because it makes you feel good to love other people. So try that out, work on loving yourself exactly where you are, give yourself some credit for what you've been through, and give a break to other people. Love them where they're at if you can. And if you can't, the tool I mentioned earlier, questioning your thoughts about them, is a wonderful tool to take any relationship issues to move through and find more love. My fifth and final self-care habit I want to talk to you guys about is exercise. And it doesn't have to be some huge exercise, marathon. You do not have to overhaul your life. Just getting moving can start releasing endorphins, changing your energy, changing your position. Tony Robbins in his seminars will have people jump up and down and change their state, their physical state, and their mental state changes with that. So getting moving, changing up where you're at in a room, in your body, pay attention to, there's a simple exercise. You can just slump and, feel that posture of a person who's sad or unhappy. And you can start to feel that. You can feel that sadness. You can feel that unhappiness just by that posture. Versus if I asked you maybe what a happy person looks like or an excited person looks like, you naturally kind of want to pop up. Like someone who's excited about life, excited to talk about what they're talking about, you can feel that energy shift in your body. So exercising, yes, releases endorphins, but even changing the position of your body or the movement of your body can change your mood and give you greater happiness. So I hope you loved these 5 self-care habits to build in for happiness, and let me know which ones you try, which ones work for you. And I hope you will join me next week when I release another self-care video. Again, if you want to be notified, subscribe, hit the bell. And if you like this video, please give it a like and a comment below. I just love talking to you guys in the comments. Thank you so much for making it to the end. I love you, and be well.